Ta-da! Hey everyone, my name is Jaden.
I'm Maddie.
And we have been in art for all 4 years of high school. We're in AP Art now. And now we have to give you advice for your upcoming school year.
Okay, first question. How would you describe the amount of time and work necessary to be successful in this class?
We're in this classroom for 3 hours a day, by the way. We still had very close calls with timing and projects. So I definitely recommend you're gonna hear this a lot. Ms. Burns is gonna say it a lot, but stay on top of things, because she's looking at me now, but stay on top of things, because you're gonna fall behind if you don't turn that thing in. It's just like, oh, it'll take, I can do the rest tomorrow. Don't do the rest tomorrow, do the rest today.
I would say the best piece of advice is you're gonna have to learn time management even if you don't know it, and you're probably gonna have to do a gazillion things outside of school for this class.
And then how did you grow throughout the year? My personal development didn't change much. I'm a very open book, have been, always will be. Go ahead, Betty.
My art growthed a little bit. My art grew, yeah. I would say I have a little bit more of a wide variety of artwork now. Other than that, I also was forced to learn time management.
How did your creative process differ from previous art courses? My creative process, because we have an SI, you'll learn all about that, don't stress. We had an SI, and so all of my art pieces weren't around what I was feeling in the moment rather than what I've learned for the past, like for my entire life. Like it's based on experiences of my entire life rather than in the moment. Because I used to just be like, oh, I'm feeling this type of way, let's make a piece about it. But I have to like go back through my past like memory and make a piece that way.
I had to make a mind map for every single project that I did, just because there were so many projects that we had to make, and I had a lot of stuff going on throughout this whole school year, so I had to like organize my thoughts and then pick a topic.
Woohoo!
Okay, did you face any challenges, and if so, how did you overcome them?
I never faced any challenges. No, I'm just kidding. A big challenge was just finding motivation to actually do it, because we came in a lot. There's a lot of days where it was like, is it a painting day? No, it's not a painting day. And then we wouldn't do nothing. And then we'd be behind on everything thinking, Ms. Bird's looking. But we just wouldn't do anything. And so a big challenge I had to overcome was actually putting motivation and time into it. And I ended up doing that by the end. But it was a hard road to get there.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that, because we were here, like we said, for like 3 hours every day. So it was kind of just like, oh, we have plenty of time because we're here like half of the day. So
We never did.
no.
And then, what would you do differently if you could take the class again? Better time management, and I'd probably pick a different topic, not gonna lie. It was just, I love my topic though. I'd pick a different one if I was able to do it through again.
I would probably also say time management, because some of my projects were turned in late. Although I don't think points got deducted for that, but I did turn projects in late, and then it messed with a lot of other stuff that I was doing.
All my projects were late. It's okay. I gotta know that. Okay, boom, next one.
How did you stay inspired throughout the year or work through any creative blocks?
Well, I argued with people about my subjects. So, because people would ask about it and be like, oh, hey, what's that? And I'd be like, oh, it's this. And they'd be like, oh, well, why do you think that? And then I'd be like, because this and this. And they wouldn't agree with that. And so then we'd argue about it, and then I'd get more inspiration.
Well, my SI was kind of a cheat, because it was just, how do you, wait, what was mine?
You're about motivation.
Oh, mine was
Or how do different things affect artists.
how do my experiences affect my artwork? And it was like just the stuff that I was going through currently. So it was like something would happen, and then I would make art about it. And then if something didn't happen for a really long time, I feel like I would just create drama, so something I could make art.
And it. Okay, boom. And then, did you learn anything about yourself or art making process through this course? I learned that I'm very loud, and I'm really good at leading critiques. Make sure to speak out in critiques, by the way. Thank you, Ms. Burns. Thank you. But make sure to speak out in critiques, because it doesn't work if nobody says anything. You don't get nothing to move off of if nobody gives you advice.
Creation through any circumstance. something out of nothing.
And then, do you believe this class has prepared you for your future? I say yes. I can't even lie. I spoke a lot, like a lot. And yeah, and I found out my style. I found out what I like using, what I don't like using. So I think it's pretty good for the future because I already know what to do.
All right, I have a big little thing to say. Yes, this class has prepared me for my future because I'm going into art as a career. I kind of needed this class. But second, I would say, I said this before and I will say it again, if you are not going into art after high school, like if you're not making a career out of it, do not take this class. Just take Studio Portfolio and all of the little extra computer classes if you're interested in that. I think this is too much work to actually.
It is a lot.
It was a lot of stress, and I feel like if I dropped this class, I could have eliminated a lot of stress, but I needed this class, so I kind of couldn't.
It's also a good way to explore yourself. So find out who you are.
Peace
We're
out.
out.